Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of Genshin Impact. Hope everyone's doing wonderful today. It's a fantastic Saturday afternoon here in the studio, and we've got a wonderful Genshin stream ahead of us. We may also be playing some Zone Zero later, but that will be a different episode for those of you watching after the stream. We'll also the same screen that we do that here on the streamification. So, as you may have noticed, I'm invisible today. But for those of you watching after the stream, I do want to remind you that we stream these videos live at twitch.tv/unexpectedlyrandom. We are here Monday through Saturday at roughly 7-ish p.m. Central Time, and that's mega heavy on the ish because we're rarely on time, but time is relative, so maybe you guys are just early, and I appreciate you guys for being early. Otherwise, we have a Facebook and Instagram. Those are the best places to stay up to date with any changes that may occur pertaining to the streaming schedule. And we have a TikTok and the social media platform formerly known as Twitter, if you want to check us out over there. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started on this adventure here today. So, I am invisible, as you can see. Hi, I'm waving. Are you guys waving back? It's difficult to see you because I'm invisible, which means my eyes are invisible. Therefore, the receptors that would normally see things are also invisible and cannot receive things like light stuff passes right through. Not really, I'm down here. Gotta mix it up every once in a while and do something really strange. Keep everybody guessing. So we have a party that we need to go attend, if I remember correctly. First, I gotta get all my my stuff put back to where it's supposed to be. Same, Kooky. Same. Okay, so the party is in that floating platform up there above Kookie's head. We are going to go over, not this way. This way. Nope, this way. Because we have to check in with Granny Shan. Because I am still waiting for my stuff. I'm disappointed in you, Granny. Where's my rattan figure? Okay, so before we go to our party, I'm going to fix my chair. Yep. Because I have a cushion upon my chair that has become dislodged in my antics at the start today. Feels very, very shortish. Hold on a moment.
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch. I can help you out.
I think that's better. Something's off, but I'm not sure what it is.
So we're gonna do our dailies first because we have that to do. Where are we at? 4 of 8. Okay, and 1 of 3. Cool. So after today, we can unlock another new one. Closest is this one. And there's not really anything terribly close to it anyway. Seat Lolly. Oh. I need to... That's cool. Claim all of those. And then I need to... Already set up. Let's try her.
Coming!
I don't know that she's gonna give us the same protection that Kirara does. Boom, boom.
Looking for a fight? Check this out. Best of luck. Up and away.
I'm not allowed.
Ills be gone. Closing in.
Get off the monolith.
Show no mercy. You two. Time to end them. Flip and fly. Get to work. This way. Let's ride.
Oh, we saved it at least.
Off we go.
Hey, we ranked up. We need to collect some more pie. Pyro. Nope. Or some more apples and things so we can make more pies.
Our bond is strong.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and just teleport over to wherever we're supposed to be headed. Wow, that's a weird spot. Jumped off and went the wrong way. Hey, it's a, one of those guys.
This way. I'll settle this. Swift as the swallow. Show no mercy. Suffer the wrath of Ainsley. Stand with me.
No reinforcements this time. Oh, there they are. Too bad it's too late for them. Nope, 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 don't you dare, you jerk. Oh. This must be the box. Yep, there's a stack of invoices inside. I didn't know we were searching for invoices. No thanks. I said no thanks. Leave me alone.
Our bond is strong.
Seriously though, what part of no thanks did you misunderstand?
Fulfill our pact. Sha! Yeah! Ha! Sha! Yeah! Sa! Ha! Yeah! Ha! Ha! Yeah!
Get wrecked, Geoculus. There's a huge water wheel.
Here's to a life where the drinks keep flowing and the Mora keeps rolling.
Geronimo. Oh, hey. This looks, familiar. I'm gonna see if I can do the actual quest before the quest.
I'm tired already.
And it does not look like I can. What a ripoff. Hello. Halt, friend. I can tell from your confidence. Yada yada. I think I did this yesterday. Show him a little more respect when you're talking to him. We're just gonna click through this real quick. He wants to walk over here and talk outside of the earshot of his friend he's got with him. Sister, friend, childhood friend, I don't know which it is. Must be friend because companion, traveling partner. My junior. Junior. You've always been inseparable. Guidance of the Adepti, you are one of great strength. Why are you doing this behind her back? She has a feisty spirit and refuses to accept that she might be at a disadvantage compared to those around her. Whatever the circumstances. Were either to raise the notion of picking medicine for her benefit while she was in earshot, she would reject the proposal without a second thought. Hence, I must act without her knowledge. Furthermore, I daren't leave her alone while I go off in search of medicine. That's why I must ask for your assistance. Oh, it's up there. Oh, so I might have been able to collect them early. Oh, wait, this is a whole different, wow. This is not what I thought it was. Previously, it was a collection quest. Okay.
Closing in. Dissipate.
I don't even know where my quest is. I really don't think that could have gone any worse. Where's the objective? It's over there. Easy. Oh, so now I also have to go pick flowers? Come on now. With the power of the flying pillow demon, I can traverse great obstacles. This is the quest that I thought I was doing that last time.
Rise like smoke.
Trying to figure out what the icon is on my map. And of course I'm sitting on top of it, so that's not gonna help.
Return to the skies.
Well, that's not good. Oh, it might be that Geoculus there. What have you done?
I'm tired already.
Well, it's not the Geoculus. I know that much now.
I've read almost every novel from Yai Publishing House. Pretty normal, right? Take me up. Rise like smoke. I'm tired already.
Hello. Nearly got sniped by the bird. Hi, Tejamus. Welcome, welcome. Currently picking flowers for the last of our daily quests before we move on to something more main storyline-esque. We arch. You've returned. Regarding the matter which I entrusted to your care, I picked the flowers. These shall be plenty. Friend, you have my thanks. Please accept this small gift in return. Huh? What are all these, chings... I'm gonna mess it up. All these flowers for? Oh no, have you got a headache again? Actually, they're for your throat. My good friend, I dare say. Are you saying I'm weak? Oh, so you feel the tiniest gust of wind and just assume I have a sore throat? Well, luckily, the flowers won't go to waste because they can help with this headache. Listen. Come on, let's get you out of this wind and somewhere you can put your feet up. I'll make some sweet tea for you. As for you, take these and get lost. Ouch. There's a suspicious plant here.
You two! Time to end them! Our bond is strong!
Bye, slime.
Where are we going? What's the plan?
I am going back to Leeway, to the harbor, so we can go to the Commerce Guild. Adventurers Guild, not the Commerce Guild. Too much time in Sandrock. Teleporta. Still no Hotel Rattan doll toy figure thing to follow us around and be adorable. It's quite sad, actually.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Ooh, adventure rank rewards. Yay, Scholar's Lens. Cool. That's not the right button.
Ad Astra Abyss.
And
Ad Astra.
one more time with the applesauce.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
It's like a reward. Okay, and now we have events here. Hey, look, it's Sea Folly. Ooh, 400. Veresa? Veresa? I believe is how they pronounce that. She's kind of adorable. But we're saving all of our poles for next time Hu Tao comes around, so. Ooh. We need those. Agnetus agate. Okay. Achievement we have left from back when we fought the wife of the sea dragon thing. And this button. Yeah. Helps if I push all the buttons first before we click off of there. Okay. We'll just click it's Varese says unique. Let's click on that. Clear that. We don't have any of those, so we could pull for catching. See. Don't need to do any of those. Ningguang. Refreshes in one day. Okay. Claim key. That puts us at 2, which means we can unlock one of these. Yes. Just so we don't end up losing keys. Okay. Now we're going to the Jade Chamber.
Liyue people must have iron stomachs.
Yes. Doggo. You know, I'm probably still gonna have to fast travel. Teleport. Actually get up to it because it's like way up in the sky. Oh, there's an Oculus. Somewhere. Nearby-ish. Okay, I'm here. Zoom. It's gonna rain on us.
Wow! Everyone's already seated!
There's like 4 of us, and Ningguang's all alone.
It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber. The food here looks amazing.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly enjoys yourself. Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one. I trust you will find the marvelous view from the Jade Chamber to be an equally gratifying indulgence.
Yes, let's get drunk 30,000 feet in the air with no railing. That surely won't end poorly.
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've never missed any of Miss Yun's performances, and I don't intend to start now. I hear she's going to perform The Divine Damsel of Devastation today, the one written by her father. I've been so excited that I've barely slept the last few nights.
Hey, look! Miss Yun is going on stage!
I wonder if she's going to change the story. Because we found out what the real story of the Divine Damsel of Devastation is. And it's very different from the story that's portrayed on the in the opera. Wow. Artificial wind.
神女披冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。知道为民言不实，自有知音和情思，红缨烈烈见了心，只知不操心。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
So based on what I know, or based on how she explained the performance previously, it seems like she stayed with the original story, but expanded upon it with the events of our interaction with the, was it Baishta? Something along those lines. The sea dragon's wife, who was also a sea dragon, but That was pretty cool.
It was beautiful. Paimon wants to learn too.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
And it probably goes without saying that, in case you missed the previous episodes, that Shenhe is the damsel of destruction. I forgot the other descriptive word.
You're welcome.
Divine.
Thanks to you, the divine damsel of devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever. The play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe you will find a way to fit in Liyue Harbor.
Thank you. I think I've found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun, here you are. Great to see you. Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it, like an Adeptus.
Throw him off the platform.
Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The divine damsel herself. And look who else we have here, the illustrious traveler. Well, I'll be. This was definitely worth showing up for.
Seriously, throw him off the platform.
Let me pull up a chair, all right?
No.
We'll all have a friendly
No.
chat, get better acquainted.
Dude, somebody's sitting there already. Throw him off the platform.
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of your own choice.
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar.
It seems
back to her old self again.
it seems she still has a long way to go.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
To be continued. Crane returns on the wind.
Now that I think about it, I'm glad Master sent me here to deliver the sigils.
Yay.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the chance to meet you. I'm sure I have much to learn from you in the future.
Did you want to join our crew?
To act, one must first feel. After our trip to Mount Tianheng together, I felt much more in touch with the character today. I believe I was able to deliver a more profound performance because of it. Next time I have a new opera, may we study the character together again?
Sure, why not? I don't know if it'll be quite so easy. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to freeze you. If the character isn't literally right here in front of us, but we can try. Ningguang!
You've made an exceptional contribution toward the building of the new Jade Chamber.
I literally brought the entire floaty rock piece.
I will not forget this. I shall be sure to repay your kindness at an appropriate juncture.
Now this one, I don't mind freezing him.
More wine! More wine!
Still want to throw him off the platform. Just like into the river or something. Okay, so there's not much for soft landings down there. Oh well. Splort. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. Ganyu and Lan. Lan Yan? Lan. I don't know. Pronunciation isn't my strong suit. 1, Act 4 Prelude. Oh. He's there. I guess we're going to talk to Catherine in Mondstadt. Teleporta. Do you have any agate for me? No, I bought all of your agate. I said no. What about some special souvenirs? Nope.
Traveler, please, over here. It has been a while since you joined the Adventurers Guild. Are your adventures going smoothly?
I'm recruiting new allies.
Is that so? Apart from your own skills, reliable teammates are also indispensable when adventuring. Another person to count on is always good after all. But recruiting such dependable companions is no easy matter, is it?
I mean, if you've got enough more, anything's possible.
Yep, and it's even harder to get a guide as good as Paimon.
Ah, yes. I do have some information that may be of help to you. Let me consult our records. Ah, there it is. There's been a certain blonde stranger who arrived in Mondstadt lately, dressed in most unusual clothes.
We just so happen to be looking for a blonde stranger dressed in unusual clothes.
Blonde. Dress is all funny. It feels like Paimon's heard this one before. Wait, do you mean...
Could it be?
Does that stranger's face look anything like hers?
I mean, yeah, it's probably got a couple eyes and a mouth, and you know the in the middle there's like a nose.
Like the honorary knights? No, they couldn't look more different. This stranger is a very tall man, and even has an eye patch.
So just some distant relative of Kaya's then.
Seriously? How does this have anything to do with Kaya? Eye patches can't prove that you're related anyway.
That stranger declined the guild's invitation, so I can't say that I know anything about the relationship between him and Mr. Nonetheless,
Oops.
you can look for him if you're
Kaya.
interested. Perhaps he might accept your commission instead. After all, it is not uncommon for some adventurers to not want to be limited by the guild, but be happy to accept a fellow adventurer's requests. And should the stranger be a strong adventurer indeed, he would certainly be a big help on your journey.
If he already rejected the guild.
Please don't talk down on yourself like that. You are the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius, after all. Your deeds are the stuff of song for all the bards in the city, even now.
Well, all right then. About that stranger.
Well, as to further news about him, you may want to ask Mr. Lawrence.
Is Mr. Lawrence a friar?
He stands guard
Friar
at the city
Lawrence.
gate, so he may know something about that stranger. I wish you every success, adventurer.
So much for stranger danger. Lawrence is busy. Lawrence, you're not allowed to be busy. Tell me about Mondstadt. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah. I had no idea what to do when the incident had just happened. At least we can finally draw all this to a close. It's quite remarkable we encountered such an event. Doesn't this mean that we too have witnessed history? Well, if anyone asks me for a tale or legend in the future, I'm going to tell them the story of Devalvin. Ooh. reminds me of a rough parody that I was working on. Thank Rasputin. The song, Rah Rah Rasputin, Russia's greatest love machine. He was a cat that, you know, that one. But it's Da Da Duvalin. Actually, it's too much of an ordeal to dig out the lyrics. I actually had lyrics worked up for this. It was bizarre. I don't know why. Some songs just like write themselves, and I love it. Lawrence. No, stop it. I don't want party info. I don't want map either. I want quest. How dare ye knock to a chapter, Act 1. The Legend of the Dark Knight Hero. Well, guess we're nagavating over here. My flowers. Sorry, I have a spin crystal to go get first. Thank you. True, welcome. Missing person poster. Looking for a missing young male. Has blonde hair. Wears exotic clothes. Any information, assistance greatly welcome. Please report to Outrider Amber with any information you may have. Many thanks. Wow. Seems like Amber might have some answers that Mr. Lawrence is too busy to give us. Hello, Charles. We wait long enough, this,
What would you like?
He's looking at me. Bloop.
So, you've got a taste for adventure too, huh?
Sure, I guess.
I must say, the patrons have been in a bit of a buzz lately.
Buzz, what's the buzz?
Though the topic on everyone's lips is more of an urban legend than actual news. Even minding my own business, I still end up hearing all about it.
Uh-oh. It's not one of those scary urban legends, is it? If so, Paimon needs to take a deep breath first.
It's not a particularly scary story, no. At least, not for most people.
Dun dun dun.
It's the tale of the Dark Knight Hero.
Ooh, I know about the Dark Knight. I'm Batman. Paimon, he literally just said it's not a scary story.
Huh? Did the bartender just say something?
You weren't even listening. Anyway, the Dark Knight Hero. It is said that he appears in the middle of the night to fight evil and uphold justice. But to be honest, I don't have much interest in such rumors. Unless, of course, he can help take care of the more belligerent patrons after they've had a few too many. I would happily take that as proof of his existence.
Why would he hide his
I
identity?
doubt anyone knows but him. Maybe he enjoys being a man of mystery. After all, it's a good way to get the ladies' attention. Any guy in the tavern could tell you that. Anyway, that's more or less everything I know. If you want to know more, ask around in the plaza. I need to serve some customers.
Dark Knight Hero. Seems like your standard cookie-cutter urban legend. But just a little darker.
And nightier.
Wonder who it could be. Once you're ready, let's head out to the plaza and ask around.
Yeah. Does that free up Lawrence? I really didn't want to start another random side quest. Yeah. Does not free up Lawrence. Hey, it's Nimrod. You a bystander? There's so much cleaning up to do. What's the matter? Face continuous attacks from bands of monsters for the entire duration of the Storm Terror incident. Although the Storm Terror incident is now resolved, we've successfully fended off the monsters. Something Karisu something. Karisu? Something Karisu. That might not be Ka. I think that was Ka. I don't know. My kanji is very, very broken. Katakana? Hiragana? Kanji. I think it's kanji. I don't know which one it was. Oh, thanks for scooting me out of the way, Nimrod. Monsters have... The monsters erected quite a substantial number of barricades outside the city over the course of their raids. So while the monsters themselves have been fought back, these barricades aren't about to disappear on their own accord, because you can't haul barricades on your Honda. We can't just leave them here indefinitely, especially now that things are returning to business as usual in the city. Unfortunately, the knights are short-staffed, and there's simply no one to take on the task. As our honorary knight, would you be willing to clear up the barricades? I just wanted to know about the guy. It is my honor to serve. Spoken like a true member of the Knights of Favonius, honorary knight, you have my gratitude. What have I done? What's wrong? Trying to find about the Dark Knight Hero. Never heard of him. Maybe someone else knows something. You're completely useless, Norma.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Goodbye. Nimrod. Stop it. You could solicit help from the Adventurers Guild. In fact, we're lucky to have had their assistance from the outset. At first, they were helping find and rescue victims in the city. More recently, they've been keeping watch on monster activity further afield. Okay, that's not the dialogue that I really needed.
Come in, take a seat. We have a few special.
Oh, hi. What's the matter? Trying to find a Dark Knight hero. I heard the name, I think. I'm not sure. Sorry. Hmm. The sleepy is real. I'm fine, thanks.
If I take it back, Allie, I shouldn't get caught buying alcohol.
Spicy dish.
Ha!
Nimrod.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Not even one spicy dish.
I'm tired already.
The rite of parting? Ooh, did something terrible happen again? The rite of parting?
Poster. Same missing info as the other one.
The rite of parting?
I will make you better.
Really, no water. Maybe I can ask about something.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
I'm tired already. Take me up!
Ooh, that was almost bad.
Return to the skies!
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
You want to find out about the Dark Knight hero?
Yes. That is, in fact, why I'm asking about the Dark Knight hero. Just a fair warning. I'm not sure how much longer we'll make it tonight.
Look no further. It's me. I am the Dark Knight hero.
Just as I thought. It was you all along.
I'm joking. Don't take everything so seriously.
Huh?
Jokes aside, I do think that the Dark Knight hero and I have one thing in common.
Oh yeah? What's that?
What's that?
Fun story. Hostess has honey bun donuts. And they're delightful. We may have done a review video on them. I'm not sure. But they're wonderful. It tastes like a honey bun without the being sticky problem.
It's the way he sticks to his principles. Coming out here night after night, fighting for justice, keeping Mondstadt safe.
Wow, so you're a nocturnal vigilante too?
No, I just mean he must be seriously rich.
Why is that?
Because he's Batman.
People only start worrying about spiritual fulfillment once they have enough material wealth. It's the same in every hero story, isn't it?
So, you just wanted to flaunt your wealth.
No, it's nothing like that. I just have too much time on my hands these days.
Same difference. You are the boss of the Cat's Tail after all.
Why don't you ask the guards at the city gate?
Oh, that's right. They are tied up in this event.
They do night shifts all the time. They must know something. It's been getting quite busy recently.
Hi. Anything the knights can do for you? Yes. Haven't heard a thing. Huh, I'm really out of the loop. Lawrence knows something.
Welcome to Mondstadt. You want to know about him?
Yes!
In fact, I'm one of the few who has seen him with my own 2 eyes.
Great! This is the guy we need to talk to! So, just who is the Dark Knight hero?
Whoa, slow down. Let me start from the beginning. Well, I was patrolling one night when suddenly I heard something. I rushed over to check it out. I saw a gang of suspicious-looking fellows who looked like they were up to no good. So I quickly hid.
Hid? You're supposed to be a guard!
That was when he appeared. He was dressed in black from head to toe, perfectly hidden in the night. The way he crept up on those bad guys must have felt like a living nightmare.
Wow!
I told you, he's Batman.
Guess what I did next?
Ran away.
I wasn't the bad guy. Why would I need to run away? Still, I did leave the scene. I didn't want to be a nuisance to the Dark Knight hero. So instead, I headed to the Knights of Favonius' residence.
You think the Dark Knight hero might be one of the knights? I mean, it makes sense. Dark Knight hero. He's a knight. Otherwise, he'd be a Dark Day hero. Which, for some reason, doesn't actually work.
Correct. I thought surely someone with such a strong sense of justice and who voluntarily protects Mondstadt is exactly the kind of person you'd find in the Knights of Favonius.
It's Jean gallivanting as a vigilante at night.
But it seems I was wrong. I checked everywhere, and there were no signs of anyone having left the building.
So you're saying whoever it is can't be from the Knights of Favonius after all?
Yes. But I just can't understand. Why would someone like that not want to join the Knights?
Same reason Batman didn't ever want to work with Commissioner Gordon. That may not be an accurate assessment. Just my bat lore is minimal at best.
I'm sure they would warmly welcome someone of his abilities.
Or they'd try to arrest him for bat lore. They'd try to arrest him for operating as a vigilante.
So, the point you're trying to make is you don't know who the Dark Knight hero is either?
But he's seen him with his own 2 eyes. Maybe if he had his 3rd eye open, he'd be able to actually tell who it was.
Hey, don't be like that. At least by talking to me, you've ruled out a few more people. Anyway, try asking at the flower shop. I heard a girl there's been talking about the time you rescued her.
Oh. Preoccupied flower girl. Welcome to Floral Whisper. Do you need anything? I'd like to buy some flowers. You don't have what I want. Do you have any information regarding the Dark Knight hero? Huh? What's the Dark Knight hero? Is it a fairy tale?
Fresh fruit only at Quinsborough. Dandelions? Of course they're flowers.
No wonder you're a master.
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice.
I don't remember where the flower shop is. I found a bunch of cats. And the worst part is, I can't pet them. I will take that. Cat's Tail Tavern. Experience a whole new world. A whole new world. A new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. A whole new world. Experience a whole new world of drinking with the Cat's Tails bartender, Diona. That was a little bit of an odd pan there. Where is the flower shop? That's not a flower shop. Ooh, can I buy stuff to make pies? What do I need to make pies? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I need apples. Apples and butter and flour and sugar. Mix it all together and you get pie. Yeah. Apples and flour and butter and sugar.
Which should I choose?
Can I get food to go? Apples and flour and apples and flour and apples and flour and butter and sugar. Wow, how many times did I have to say that in order to get it to discombobulate? Apples and butter and sugar. And obviously the last one. The last one, what is that? A combination of first and last? The first one was apple roly-poly. That sounds different. I was gonna say awful, but maybe not. Fisherman's toast. Onion-covered toast. He will stuff a bag with it and sit by the river all day. Oh, I thought it was a recipe and I was confused why I could order it 5 times. Here you go, you can read this once, but sorry, Yuri, I didn't mean to run into you. Blanche, do you have some apples? What do you have for sale here? Salt. Oh. Potato. Oh. There's literally apples on your front display and you don't sell any apples. I can't believe that. It's so rude. Okay.
And a radish veggie soup.
You're also here for Mondstadt's wine, aren't you?
She sounds a little bit like Chi-Chi. Where is the flower shop? Bonk. Ooh. What is that? This door seems to be locked by a curious seal. This door has been sealed for your protection. Or. See, the reason the door is locked by a curious seal is he got curious about the door and now it's stuck behind it. What is Genshin Impact about? You might try it. Genshin Impact. It's essentially the journey of the traveler who is not from the world of Genshin, getting pulled into this world with her brother or his sister, depending on which character you choose as your character, and in the abduction, I guess, in the travel into this world, your sibling gets kidnapped. If I recall correctly, it's been quite a while since the intro stuff. And basically the entire game is a sequence of events of you as the traveler trying to reunite with your sibling, and learning more about yourself as a entity that's not from this world, and meeting all kinds of fun people along the way. It is free to play, I think. Yes. They do have obviously your standard gacha rules and that sort of thing, but you can certainly free to play the game and progress through the main story and everything as well. It actually is a lot of fun, really. Whoa, that's not the button I wanted to push. I was right. It's a hydro seal. And then there's this shark that you can surf on. Nope, you're Catherine. Donna.
What's wrong with me?
I found her.
Why can't I get him out of my mind?
Hello? We'd like to ask you about the Dark Knight Hero.
My hero? Oh, sorry. Just hearing his name gets me lost in thought. Hang on. How did you know who I was talking about?
Well, there was a glazed look in your eyes that said, I am thinking about a hero. A particular hero. One whose name rhymes with bark fright.
Is it that obvious?
Yes.
Oh no. What am
I going to do if Master Diluc ever finds out?
Huh? What's Diluc got to do with this?
Well, I guess I might as well spill the beans then.
Make sure you clean him up.
I used to think Diluc was the one for me. But ever since the time I was rescued by the Dark Knight hero, I just don't know anymore.
You are experiencing a symptom we call... Exactly. We don't have a name for it. You love the fact that he saved you, not that he is who he is. Plus, he's mysterious. And as the person at the other place said, women love a mystery. Mysterious person. Was that in this game? Was that something else I was doing? Something guys in the bar. That must have been today. But I don't know.
Wowee! You saw the Dark Knight hero? For real? What's he like?
Well, he's dark and night-like, and I mean he's obviously a hero.
It all happened so fast.
Women love mysteries and vampires.
I was so scared.
Wait, do vampires also love mysteries, or women love vampires? Good question there. Maybe women love vampires who love mysteries. Or mysteries about vampires. But if there's werewolves involved, then that's a whole another avenue of complication.
All I remember is seeing a flash of fire, but I felt safe. I only saw his silhouette, but it felt so familiar.
A flash of fire, you say? Could it be a vision, perhaps? Perchance, fair lady, did you partake of the optical observation of a vision? Perchance? She's in love with...
Who knows? Now that you
handsome
mention
Chad
it,
Nightman.
A pyrovision does seem
Yes.
like a good explanation.
We're gonna get there, and he's gonna be like a total nerd or something, and he's just gallivanting as a hero. And he's using like I don't know, some kind of pyrotechnics to produce the fire effect. I mean, it seems like you always get the perfect Chad for the Chad roles. You gotta look beyond. Beauty is more than skin deep, as they say, or whatever it would be in the Chad world.
It lit up the whole area in an instant. I remember that very well.
Okay then. Well, thanks for the intel, Donna. See you around.
Go back to daydreaming.
So, based on what we know so far, all we need to do is find a wealthy, vision-wielding vigilante who's not one of the knights.
So a guy who's nope, not gonna go there. He's flaming.
Nope, still no idea.
It's a fire, you know.
But we already asked so many people. Guess we gotta see for ourselves.
Well, okay. Paimon, you play the role of emergency food, and I will play the role of a traveler who's hungry, and maybe he'll come rescue you.
Let's take a look around the city at nighttime. If we're lucky, we just might bump into him. Let's stick around Mondstadt. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll meet the Dark Knight hero.
Margaret is busy completing the quest. Come try Genius Invocation, TCG.
Moon pie. That's what I'll make tonight.
What did you call me? Run around Mondstadt. That sounds tiring. Are you here for the flowers? Sorry for bothering you. Aw, that was sad. I wanna know more about the flowers. Who are you? Move by. I'm just an ordinary girl, helping out here. You must be tired. Everything is funny right now. That means it's a successful stream. Gosh, am I blushing? Is Master Diluc around? I was... I do not know how I called that one. I was daydreaming about Diluc giving me flowers. Was it obvious? Don't look at me like that. There's nothing special about me. Moon pie? Are you here for the moon pies? They are a specialty of Mondstadt, a kind of meat pie that is sweet and fulfilling. What did you do to my moon pie? Moon pies have an incredibly dry cookie on both sides with a marshmallowy center, and then they're wrapped in this funny banana-flavored stuff, if you get the banana kind. There is no part of that that says there should be meat in my moon pie. I could make a delicious moon pie and give it to Diluc. Stop. Stop it, Donna. No! If you have the chance, be sure to check them out. What, the Diluc or the moon pies? I guess I'm gonna go run around Mondstadt. Although, I thought we had to reach adventure rank something higher than what we're currently at in order to unlock Genius Invocation TCG. Because we definitely needed something else in game to have to collect. This button. A character is involved in other quests. Wow. Where is the Genius Invocation? Battle of Dice, Cats, and Cards. Someone in Mondstadt's alchemy store seems to be talking about a strange package they received recently. Go check it out. If there's white powder on it, do not breathe it in. Hashtag white pestis. It's like a tiny...
So, Sucrose, the package you mentioned that you received before, it's not dangerous, is it?
Again, be aware of white powder.
You need to be careful when you're opening packages. I once had a friend mail me some research materials, and all the bouncing around in transit caused a reaction. Once I opened it, oh, it let out a stench that could wake the dead.
No, this package didn't contain any hazardous materials.
Her name is Sucrose, and she's described as the harmless sweetie, which somehow seems incredibly fitting.
Sucrose is an alchemist from Mondstadt with an insatiable curiosity towards the natural world, leading her to focus on bioalchemy in her research. Whether it be a special potion that increases the nectar output of special flowers, or sweet flowers, or a special spray that keeps Sunsetias fresh, Sucrose is always finding ways to use bioalchemical techniques to add variety and color to this world. Perhaps it is because Sucrose channels most of her energy into her experiments and research that she comes off as a bit shy in social situations. Sucrose, what a convenient name. See, and then it makes you wonder, was her name Sucrose before she was the harmless sweetie? Or was she harmless sweetie first, and then they started calling her Sucrose, and her name's something else, like think of a generic Lisa. No, wait, we've got a Lisa. Rose. No, that would still potentially be sweet. Because a rose by any other name would still smell as sweet. What on earth is wrong with me?
Hey, Timaeus! What are you chatting about?
Timaeus.
And who might this be?
She is part non-human. She's also got an animo vision. And odds of her being an Adeptus is probably pretty high. Mrs. Corn Syrup. Syrup.
Oh, hello, you two. This is Sucrose.
And her sisters, Dextrose and Maltose and Sucralose. And then there's cousin Corn Syrup.
Hi, I'm Sucrose, Albedo's assistant. If you have any alchemy-related queries, you could always ask me. I do my best to help.
You don't have to be so nervous.
Huh? Do I look nervous?
Somehow, pointing out the fact that you were nervous just made her even more nervous.
My apologies. I don't get out too often. I'm usually in the laboratory where there aren't many others to talk to.
That's okay. You don't have to force yourself. I'm sure that once we get to know each other better, we'll become really good friends.
Bonk.
Hey, aren't you the legendary traveler? The one who repelled Storm Terror?
I don't even charge for autographs.
Thank you. I've heard so many stories about you. Always wanted an opportunity to research you up close.
You can't hide from me back there, little pupper. I see you. And then he disappears. Did he hear me?
What do you mean, research?
Sorry. Don't mind me. What am I saying?
Well, never mind. So, what were you two talking about just now?
Sucrose received a strange package recently.
A strange package?
Yes. I believe it's from a Sumero scholar who came here to study in Mondstadt. It's most likely a thank you gift for collaborating on some research together.
Huh? A package from an academia scholar? Oh, then there could be anything inside.
Is the Dark Knight hero there? Because then it can be my Hero Academia!
Well, it is a thank you gift.
There wasn't anything dangerous inside. Just a bunch of strange cards. I think I've seen Timaeus with some similar looking cards before, so I came to ask him about what they might be.
You've seen me with some cards? Maybe those were the testing cards used for distinguishing reagents.
No, they didn't look like test cards. Here, have a look.
That's kind of adorable, though.
Oh, you meant these? Huh. Sucrose, have you really never seen these before?
It's gotta be super weird having somebody send you, like, playing cards, trading cards that feature you on the front of them.
Never. Recently, I've been spending all my time up in the mountains working on cultivating pentatonic sweet flowers. Why? Is this an area of research that has started trending in the alchemical community during my absence?
You could definitely say that it's trending, but not as an area of research. It's a card game that's been getting really popular these days. It's called Genius Invocation TCG.
Genius Invocation TCG!
Genius what now?
Genius Invocation TCG! Haven't you heard of it before?
Paimon, I'm so glad that you went through the trouble of saying exactly the same thing again, because that always helps explain it better. Perfect. I'm caught up.
Apparently, it's a game that was invented by a scholar in the academia. People from all over are playing it now.
That's right. The game's been catching on lately.
So
The
has
YA publishing
bubonic
house in
plague.
Inazuma has even published a series of light novels based on the game. The story is really good.
And fun fact, Seatlali has read almost all the novels available from Yai Publishing. That's completely normal, right?
It starts with a young guy in Sumeru who finds an ancient casket of tomes in the attic. He opens it and discovers that the soul of an ancient TCG player called the Crocodile King has been captured inside.
So that's what they mean when they talk about playing the heart of the cards.
It turns out that the Crocodile King was King Deshret's viceroy, who battled an opponent named the Ibis King. During the match, the Crocodile King fell prey to his opponent's scheme and was sealed away in the casket of tomes. After being unexpectedly released by the kid, the Crocodile King possesses him and helps him to gradually climb the ranks and become a legendary TCG player.
So, literally Yu-Gi-Oh, word for word.
Timaeus.
I don't know. I haven't followed Yu-Gi-Oh.
Huh? What's wrong, Sucrose? If you're interested in how the story plays out, I can lend you the novels.
No. I was just thinking about that time you requested an extension on your progress report deadline, citing personal reasons for the delay.
Well, I did go through a phase recently where I wasn't putting enough focus on my work, but it's under control now. I've committed to not even touch Genius Invocation TCG until I've made enough progress in my research.
Well, that's unfortunate.
She was gonna have him cite personal reasons again to play the card game.
Why's that?
Well, since it's a gift from a researcher I've collaborated with, I thought that I should at least try to learn the rules. That way, I could say that I at least tried to appreciate his gift.
Oh, right! And since it's a game from Sumeru, who knows? Playing it might even make you smarter.
Then you desperately need to play this game. So harsh.
Just wait until Paimon plays it enough to become smarter than you! Then you'll be sorry!
And you'll be emergency food, Paimon.
Although, it seems like we can't learn how to play it anytime soon, 'cause Timaeus has given up for a while.
Well, research is my priority, you know. But if you'd like to learn the rules of Genius Invocation TCG, then I'd actually suggest you go to the Cat's Tail.
That's Margaret's place. Bloop.
Yep, that's the place. It's where everyone in the community goes to play when they have time. They gather there, trade cards, and they're very welcoming to new players.
Yes. Because I needed a digital version of card collecting to add to my
Rules can be
collections.
intimidating at first, but it's a lot of fun once you get the hang of it.
Understood. Traveler, Paimon, let's go to the Cat's Tail and try asking around. To be honest, hearing Timaeus talking about the game has also piqued my curiosity.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going!
Battlefield of dice, cats, and cards.
Now I know why it talked about cats. And look, the door is no longer obstructed. Or maybe that was a different door that had the hydro sigil thing on it. Meow.
Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise. Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Look at the cat.
I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale, no matter how much Mora you offer.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time.
Fur from the cat tail staff?
Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do with the cat's tail?
Oh, I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But, we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TCG.
Sucrose explains everything to Margaret.
Ah, Genius Invocation TCG. We were just talking about that game. You see,
how
more and more
convenient.
people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play, so I thought, why not have a dedicated staff to serve the new customers?
Meow.
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is much too loose of a term, and we should instead refer to anyone who loves dueling with cards as TCG players.
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be in charge of taking care of our TCG players.
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG player of all, is capable of providing valuable guidance to our new players. The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play, and he has no choice but to rely on me to communicate with everyone. I am merely Prince's lowly assistant, that's all.
Wow! Another guy who can understand animals!
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special and the only one of his kind. Such a remark is an insult to Prince. Oh? What's that? Shuyan. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't overreact. Understood. I do apologize.
The guy just told himself off.
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat. Could this be the result of some modification to the language center of his brain?
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
It was the duels of Genius Invocation TCG that allowed our hearts to bond. It's understandable that ordinary people such as yourselves are unable to comprehend such a thing.
So pretentious.
So, playing Genius Invocation TCG fosters some sort of a telepathic link between players?
Somehow Paimon doubts that.
Uh-huh. Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, then please ask Shuyan, who will ask Prince. Though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through all the rules.
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. It would be improper to pit a newcomer to the art of the card against one such as myself, and I must therefore politely decline. That's what Prince said.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. We'll play you instead.
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty card master Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them. I will never play another match of my own again.
What a backstory.
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative.
Diona.
How about this? Diona!
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know.
Bartender at the Cat's Tail. Hates all alcoholic beverages, but has a rare talent for bartending. No matter the drink, as long as the mixing is in her hands, it will be unimaginably delicious. Her excellent bartending skills and her cat's ears and tail that run in her family are a big hit with the hunters, making the Cat's Tail extremely popular. However, please take care not to touch Diona's ears or tail while ordering at the bar. If you cross her, the consequences will be dire.
Huh. Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh! Don't they have any clue that the key to playing a game is the ability to think straight? Seriously, games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that? Ugh!
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over here and teach these customers the rules of Genius Invocation?
I see you've been working hard and thought you could use a break. So for your break, why don't you come over here and work some more?
Ha! Yeah, what kind of break is that? I'd rather not. Oh, why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway? All it does is encourage more people to come to the bar for a drink.
That is kind of the nature of having a business.
You know, if drink sales keep going up like this, pretty soon Mondstadt's alcohol industry is gonna reach new heights. Looks like my first step in destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry should be stamping out the spread of Genius Invocation TCG.
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself, a clear mind is necessary to win. Soon, their thirst for victory will overcome their thirst for alcohol. Prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry, it could even support you in this endeavor.
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then, our 2 customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mixing duty for now.
But Shuyan is destined for a far greater purpose.
Shuyan, drink mixing, now.
Okay.
Ooh, all right. We'll need some space to learn. Let's go to that empty table over there.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, let's go through the rules. First first. You'll be needing your deck, so place that on the table.
I don't have one.
Deck?
Yes? You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game.
Oh, that's what you meant. No, I still don't have one of those.
What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards.
Well, we do have some cards.
That's right. We have some cards that I received from a friend.
Yeah. You're gonna need a few more cards than that. Okay, let me think. To learn the game, you'll need at least 2 character cards to switch between. Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of character cards on the bar counter. Maybe you could use those for now.
Are you sure that's okay?
It's already been a few days and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Who knows? Maybe he left them here on purpose. Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them. Yeah, not because I like to play the game or anything. Please.
Busted.
Alright, so now we have 2 character cards. That's everything we need, right?
No.
Yep. So, are you ready to start?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, then let's.
You know what? Terrible thing. I just realized the audio was on my monitor. So if there was any audio doubling coming through there, that's an oops on my part. Hey, I found it before we got to the end. Character cards and attack types.
Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation TCG.
Hey, look, it's the Dark Knight Hero.
Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew, pew, pew! Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours! Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
I summon Dark Magician.
Let's go.
I didn't know this was Diluc because I was gonna make a funny joke.
Elemental dice at the start of every round.
When she said you duke it out, I was gonna say, don't you mean Diluc it out? It would have been great, but I messed it up, and it's so terrible, and now I made it worse somehow.
These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions.
Okay. Confirm. These are sparkly. No need to select reroll this round. Well, I wanted to reroll them.
Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts.
We're gonna Diluc it
During
out.
the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character skills.
It's gonna take me like 17 years to figure this out. Diluc's elemental skill. Searing Onslaught deals 3 pyro damage. No, I don't want it.
Huh, not bad. You just made your first attack.
Oh, I have to click through that
During
still.
the action phase, both sides will take turns making their moves. After you use a skill to attack your opponent, it's their turn to attack. And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move, it's our turn again.
This one. This one. This one. I want to use this one. This one. Omni dice.
Now, these are Omni Element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless of the elemental type.
If they're hungry, are they Omni Element dice?
So, we're gonna use them to pay for the pyro dice needed for this skill. Go on, give it a try.
Yay.
That was pretty good. That's one opponent down for the count. Bam! But the game has only just begun. Remember? You have to defeat all opponents to win.
Yeah. Monk.
As much as we'd like to attack again, seems like we've run out of usable dice.
Okay.
In that case, let's end this round. After you end round, you won't be able to do anything else this round.
But I've got a purpley
And once
person here.
everyone chooses end round, we can move on to the next round.
What? No. I don't understand.
Here we are, a fresh
Confused.
new round. Woohoo! And a fresh new round means time to roll the dice again. That's how we're gonna get the elemental energy we need after all.
So the rounds are determined based on the dice roll, and each round is a new set of dice, and therefore a new set of available energy for you to use in whatever way you see fit. Normally, until you run out of energy.
Ooh, that's some terrible luck. Well, there's no way we'll be able to use Diluc's skill now.
So reroll.
But don't worry, situations like these are why we have the option to reroll. Once per round, you can select all the dice that you don't like and reroll them.
That was not much better.
When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round takes their turn first. This means that since you finished first the last round, you'll be the first to start this round. Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit about energy and elemental bursts. Each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy. Once Diluc's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But we're still 1 short. Never mind. Let's start with a normal attack instead. Diluc's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type. In any case, your normal attack needs fewer pyro dice than your elemental skill.
I'm gonna use my Omni dice.
Monk.
Opa.
Now we have 3 energy, plus we have enough pyro elemental dice left over. It's time to use your powerful elemental burst! In an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to form a party. Next up...
Yeah.
It seems like any move by Kai is going to cost quite a lot of cryo dice.
We have to,
When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo.
Freeze!
Well, that's cool. I don't know what it did, but it's cool.
Now our opponent is affected by cryo. This is a good time to learn about elemental reactions. Different types of elemental damage affect enemies with different elements. When a character is affected by certain elemental combos, an elemental reaction will be triggered. At the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo, so we should try and use a pyro skill on them. Looks like we have to switch active characters though. Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have one active character, while others are considered standby characters. Normally, we can only use the active character skills. Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby character, we'll have to switch them to the active character. In this case, we'll have to switch to D-Luke in order to use his skills.
Oh, that was a stretch. I thought I might have switched to one of my other characters that I have out here on standby. Switch.
You can spend one element.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Switching characters is an action. Just...
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of click through this a little
Most
faster.
skills can only... Alright then. Now...
D-Luke is active. Burst.
Because the opponent is already affected by cryo, dealing pyro damage triggers the melt elemental reaction. When triggered, melt increases damage dealt by 2. This will allow you to deal loads of damage in one go! Genius Invocation's elemental reaction system is pretty cool, huh? Alright! Next up, let's learn how to... These cards are all... Each time a match starts... Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack. Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll? Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. Don't underestimate...
I don't really want to concede the match because the tutorial match.
So playing this action, some other cards will cross that bridge. So, playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your current turn. Simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. Well then, you have your blade. Time to test it out. But wait, D-Luke's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, we don't even have 1.
Let's do Paimon.
Not a
Attack.
problem. This is where we can use a more advanced mechanic known as elemental tuning.
Tuning? You can tune
By
an element.
discarding
but
one
you can't
card from
tune
your
a
hand,
fish.
you can convert one elemental die into the element of your current active character. And this card isn't useful right now, so we might as well use it for elemental tuning. Sometimes you won't be able to perform any actions you want to because you didn't. Ingenious Invocation TCG. Keeping up a constant flow of combat is much more important than the number of cards you have. In this case, well, let's just like playing cards from your. Come on, hurry up! Well, would you look at that? Finally, we now have enough elemental dice to use Searing Onslaught. Because you have the White Iron Greatsword equipped, Searing Onslaught.
Get bonked. Final test.
Now comes the final part. Hoo yeah! In a real match, you can make adjustments to your initial hand.
Sweet madame.
At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile, and then draw the same number of new cards. What?
You're gonna make me get rid of my sweet madame? That's unacceptable.
Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players have to select their starting active character at the same time. Oh boy, this one's a real doozy. We gotta take it out pronto. Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by...
This will be interesting.
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls. Now let me teach you one last trick, free of charge. You can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can read their intent. Check it out. So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round. All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here in order. Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures and easily defeat your opponents. Well then, that's the end of the tutorial. You're on your own from here. May victory be yours!
Dodge this!
Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards pile. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and your action cards to win.
I won't. Oh, because that was that crowd. Smarty. last problem.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Nice.
This doesn't look good.
Fascinating. Tightly paced, heart-stopping tabletop card dueling game. Utilize your decks by constructing them around character and action cards. Go toe-to-toe with various opponents. 8 dice at the start of each round. 1 chance to re-roll. 8-sided dice. Roll any of the following 8 elements. Cryo, Hydro, Pydro, Electro, Animo, Chio, and Dendro, as well as Omni. Character, so we're just recapping.
All right, cool. Those are the basics. Did you get all that? What we just played was an adventure challenge designed specially for new players. Genius Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3 character cards, or in adventure challenge mode, with a fixed deck for each challenge. But the rules are all the same. As long as you understand the basics, then you should be able to take on any of those rowdy booze hounds.
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp, I think I understand the basic premise of the game now.
Her ears remind me of some of the animals from Natland, I believe. Or maybe it's something that we've come across in the wild. Just exploring.
That was quite the detailed explanation. I didn't know the Cat's Tail's famous mixologist had such an eclectic skill set.
It's the D-Luke. Hey, we just used your card.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
You have slow reactions. Wait, are you copying me? Shut up. Anyway, what are you doing here?
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, you have some collaboration with my winery.
Winery.
I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
Also known as go away.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested in this card that you're using to teach them the game.
Wait, this card? It's D-Luke's character card!
Can we get an autograph?
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card is a first for me.
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Oh? And what sort of a customer was he?
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face. He wasn't much of a talker and looked like he was just drinking his worries away. Never seen him around here before.
So, our eye patch guy.
Eye patch, you say?
That's Kaya.
Gah! I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended up giving it away. Sorry, guard captain.
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble over it.
So, what about the D-Luke character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect D-Luke to be familiar with Genius Invocation TCG.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. Every now and then, I'll sit down and play a game with the customers in Angel's Share.
You up for a game now?
I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my image of the Cat's Tail is very intriguing.
Well, what are we gonna do, meow?
It's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. We'll have to have that duel another time.
Sure, I look forward to it.
Then I'll take my leave.
What if you leave, you leave?
You know where the door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you. Uh-oh. Guard captain.
I hope Kaya will be alright. Well, now that we are familiar with the rules, why don't we try playing a game of Genius Invocation TCG?
Ooh, 2 new players having their first ever duel. This sounds like fun!
I don't have any cards.
But, in order to play an official duel, you need to have 3 character cards.
I need to have at least 2.
Remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards and 30 action cards. Got it?
That's a whole lot more than the 2 cards you told me I needed to be able to play earlier.
Then, let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And I didn't know what they were for at first.
Sucrose.
But now that we've learned the rules, I can see that this one must be the Sucrose character card. Now, It looks like we each have the Kaya, Diluc, and Sucrose character cards. So why don't we have our first duel?
Hold on a moment. I'll be right back.
Take your time. I look forward to our first duel.
Cool. Alrighty, well, we are going to go ahead and wrap up there for today. For those of you watching after the stream, I do want to remind you that we stream these videos live at twitch.tv/unexpectedlyrandom. We are here Monday through Saturday at sometime in the evening, PM o'clock Central Time. Generally, we aim for around 7-ish PM Central Time. Make sure you follow us on Twitch to join the chaos and check out our streaming schedule for the current lineup. We also have a Facebook and Instagram. Good night, Tejamus. Thanks for watching. We also have a Facebook and Instagram.
Going out to have fun is, well,
Those are the best places to stay up to date with any changes that may occur pertaining to the streaming schedule. And we also have a TikTok and the social media platform formerly known as Twitter, if you want to check us out over there. Otherwise, if you're enjoying the content there on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot, and it lets us know what content you guys are enjoying. That's everything for this episode of Genshin Impact. Hope you guys... Sucrose looked like she was like dancing along with Mualani's dance there. Hope you guys had a wonderful time today. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Until then, stay random.
You can only do so much on your own, but with a group, anything's possible.